Hi, this is Mark Soden. I'm here with Wonder Valley Experimental number 14. And I'm here with Mark from Medicine Cabinet. Hi,
Hello,
Mark.
everybody. Hey, what's happening?
Well, here we are. And
Here we are. I can't
the,
hear myself, but I could hear you, and that's just fine, right?
uh, I can hear you too.
Okay. Okay.
And the people watching this will be able to hear you. So I think we're good on a certain level.
Yes.
So
The
uh,
level that is important.
we know who you are, but where are you and what do you do?
Well, I am still currently in Tracy, California. That would be Northern California, right next door to the world famous Altamont, uh, where the famous Rolling Stone concert went down. And currently I'm still a truck driver. I've been a truck driver since, oh god, 1997. um and still working pretty much for the same company that I didn't start out with them, but almost a year into my truck driving, getting the job, I uh got with that company, so I've been with them forever.
They must love you.
Oh yeah, and it's totally mutual.
That's awesome. So, here's another one for the Wayback Machine. How did you hear about Wonder Valley Experimental?
Through Steve from Dog. You know, we started playing shows together. I guess it was 2007, 2008, and once, I mean, we got along so well. We're both huge fans of baseball, and he came up to Sacramento. We played a show, and then uh, he he got me down to LA and started. I've played a few shows that he set up down there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then got on to the Wonder Valley, the big one that he would put on. But now it's you.
Well, I think that we should state for the record that I did not start Wonder Valley Experimental. It was
Right.
Steve Davis, and he ran it for 6 years and was very successful. And things changed, and
Mhm.
somehow uh, I'm the guy, and
Yeah.
that and I'm so honored to have had the opportunity to do this.
And all of us are so stoked that you are doing it, Mark. You're like our man down in Southern California that we turn to.
Well,
One of them, anyways.
there are a few doing some stuff down here. I'm not alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
Um, so we're at the point of this interview of show and tell, and you actually
Yes.
were the one to start the show and tell process the last time we talked with the Jaws album. That was so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Um.
show and tell is where we talk about gear process. If
Hmm.
if you're doing live. So for our friends that are doing videos, we talk about shooting, editing, and locations and things like that. But so we're talking about gear.
And I came prepared. Gear. I'm always in prepare mode for that. So, last year, I know I showed you this, the JHS pedals, color
Right.
box version 2. Um, I've been in, I think it was a couple years ago, I was trying to figure out how, recording wise, like trying to just get a bigger sound. Um, got a lot of friends that are um, super good at doing that, and I always felt mine was lacking something. So I just finally decided to dive into learning more about making things sound bigger and getting a preamp like that. GHS is is like top of the line, but I got a newer preamp pedal that I'm super stoked about, and I'll tell you why. This is the Epoch Boost
Oh,
from Catlin Bread, and
they make great stuff.
oh, absolutely. And if you know about their Echo Plex pedal, so this preamp boost is just strictly the preamp boost that's in an Echoplex, and they're just like, hey, let's just put it in a pedal, and um so and it's supposedly the one that uh Eddie Van Halen is famous for. So I'm trying my hardest to sound like Eddie Van Halen these days. So
Well, or anybody that used an Echoplex, that would include Mick Ralphs,
right,
Mick Ronson,
right,
another major exponent. Yeah, just that little bit of front end push to just make that amp sing.
yeah, and it's making my recordings sing. I'm super. I feel like I pulled back the curtains, or I found that thing that I was searching for finally, and now everything's just bigger and brighter. It's like Wizard of Oz, where it went from
Black and white to color.
yeah. And I almost feel like I said this in the last interview when I was talking about the JHS pedal. I have one more other
Oh,
pedal
awesome.
that I wanted to share. This one is really fucking badass. This is the Infinity 2 by it's a looper pedal by Pigtronix.
Wow.
Um, so looper pedals, they all kind of do the same thing. This one has where you're able to, it has a decay knob, so you could record in one loop and set the decay on that to basically drift out, while you're preparing the next loop, instead of it, just abruptly stopping to start, another loop. Um, I'm not, I know Frippertronics is what you use with two tape decks, and I think it's a type of way of doing Frippertronics. If
Hmm.
I could be wrong about that. But it's like it's a million hours of fun. I mean, it's endless, and um, when you're creating experimental music, it's you want every moment to be something new and different, and this pedal takes you to those places, easily. Especially like when you're playing live, you have those moments where you come to certain points, you kind of just sit in that moment, that all of a sudden, like, all these sounds have combined together, and you're just like, I'm just gonna sit in here for a second and just take this in too, because this sounds so fantastic, and it's easy to sound fantastic like really quick with that thing. It's it's incredible. I've had other loopers, and that one, as soon as I knew that thing came with a decay knob, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta fucking get that thing. Um, it has a couple different other features. You could do like an octave thing with it, and it has another. It has two outputs. And right now I'm only just using the one. So I mean, we don't want to get too crazy, right, Mark?
I think I think we crossed that bridge a long time ago. But
Right.
so it sounds like the gear acquisition thing is still going on, and it looks
Yeah.
like you found some good stuff.
Well, that's
Uh,
the thing with my workload has doubled since the pandemic, and I'm getting paid really good money, and I'm buying some newer gear, but I don't have hardly any time at all to. I have set up at my house to where I'm able to come home and I'm able to right away start experimenting with some things. But as
Mm-hmm.
for recording and obviously going out and playing shows, that a lot of that stuff has died down. But hopefully, it seems like this year is it's gonna, things are starting back up again. During the Christmas holiday season, like a couple weeks before Christmas, I was able to go and play in San Francisco.
Oh,
Had
really?
Grux had
Yeah.
us at the lab, and it was a great show. Everybody was, spaced apart, and you know
There's
uh
room at the lab.
there is room at the lab, and it's like impossible to sound horrible in that place. That um just have had amazing, great shows at that place, and
Lab.
this one was no different.
Yeah, there's some room to spread out. The
Yeah.
last time I was at the lab was for one of Matt Davignon's drone nights.
Oh
That
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And things just sounds so big in there. It's a great place. I hope that place never stops.
Yeah, we all hope they never stop, but
Right.
somehow they keep stopping. But
Yeah.
what other projects are you working on? It sounds like you're busy with work and pretty much MedCab is probably it. Or,
Medcab is it. I've been, because I don't just straight come from, you know, electronic music, experimental music world. I came from playing in bands, and I have about 20 songs or so that I've recorded a bunch of times. And now that I'm getting older, and I have a lot better equipment than I used to have when I was younger. I want to I would love to return to trying to re-record those songs. I mean, they're very like, if you heard those, I mean, they're nothing like Medicine Cabinet or anything that I've done. They're just, it's like those. It sounds like I'm learning how to be a musician kind of type songs, but they're lyrically like, I've always felt like there's some really strong things going on. And so I've always have told myself, oh, sooner or later I'll get back to possibly recording those. So, and I would love for to people to hear that stuff. I play guitar and I sing, and I think I'm a pretty good singer. People have told me that I I sing pretty good. I have this new microphone that I really want to try to record with. So yeah, I'm hopefully within the next year or so, I could kick those jams out.
where can people find you on the internet and social media?
If you want to find me on Facebook, just type in Marc Schneider, Mark with a C, um, and you'll see my cat Molly in my profile picture, and it's basically the same in my Instagram as well. So, and I live in Tracy, California, so come
There you
find
go.
me. Come find me, everybody.
Is there anything else you'd like to add for the YouTube viewing audience?
Come out to the show. I mean, it's out in the desert. It's all kinds of fun. It's free. Um, Everybody just we have a blast out there. Good food, just good company all around.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate the interview.
Thank you, Mark.
This is Mark Soden for Wonder Valley Experimental 14 with Marc Schneider of Medicine Cabinet, and we're signing off.
See ya.